if I see him in Walmart or something, I might just go fucking like try and rip his fucking tongue out of his face or something.
Well, what did you say to the police? Like, this man raped my sister?
I told the cops that I fucking ran into this guy. Who, you know what I mean? And they're like, they like listened to my statement for a minute, and then they let me go. And then they're like, well, we'll have somebody call you. And they called, but the call never went through. Just said missed call. So I feel unsafe at the moment because I've reported this dangerous individual from my past who I know with 100% certainty. I saw his face today, and I reported it to the police department. Hey, my friend is a U.S. senator. I have his personal fucking cell phone. I could call him right now and be talking to him, but he's busy.
Did he ever touch you?
Listen. I'm talking to you. I'm telling you about all my fears and concerns. I'm at home. I am safe. But I am.
Does he live here, though?
I'm worried that he could go to my daughter's school. You need to follow up with the police and call him and say, hey, my ex called me and talked to me about blah, 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 this thing from his past. I don't really know, but...
What bank did you see him at?
It was at El Dorado Savings Bank.
In Jackson or Sutter Creek?
Jackson, at 9 a.m.
And did he do his banking, or did he see you in bail?
Donatello was in his car, like sitting on the curb, and then he got out and went to go in to be the first guy in because he saw me pull up and park, and he was like, "I'm gonna get in there first." Well, I just sat there for a minute because like my watch is quite correct, and then when I did get out to go in there, he basically like recognized me before I recognized him.
So what did you tell the police? That he raped your sister?
He got in his car, he just drove off. And at the same moment, like 2 minutes later, Frank drove up and pulled him, like not 2 minutes, like right at the same time. Frank drove up into the parking lot. And like he saw me, he looked right at me, we made eye contact, and he just drove off so fast. He just kept driving. He didn't park. He just was like, oh, fuck. He drives a dually Ford, like a late 80s, early 90s model dually Ford with a fully dark tinted back windows. And it's navy blue color.
So what did they say? They're going to take an incident report?
I don't know. The officer's call didn't get completed. They're super busy. The power's going out. But you can call him and say, look, I talked to him and he said that you guys didn't call back. I want an incident report filed because my daughter's in this community. And
the problem is that if there's no...
People need to know who this motherfucker is.
I get that. But, like, the problem is that if there's not substantial evidence, like, there's nothing they can really do, though.
The evidence is when we call and they record everything. If anything happens down the fucking road, Heather... all the fucking files are going to get subpoenaed. It'll all come out and they'll be like, oh, and then a fucking grand jury will look at it.
You know what you could do is you could call the bank and ask them if,
No, I'm not going to involve them.
No, I was going to say they have surveillance.
The bank's there. I know they're buddies, and I know they went to Vietnam together, and I'm pretty sure they murdered those people in Mississippi.
Who?
Okay? Listen, I can't talk about it. It's $20. I already went, and Peggy she does, you know what skip tracing is?
I've heard of it.
Okay, that's when a debt collector fucking basically follows you and repos your they can't repo anything anymore.
Yeah, because after 7 years in the state of California,
investigator Peggy is a private investigator. She works with the federal government to get funding to build a forensics laboratory. It's the biggest one on the West Coast. They do all the federal lab work up there. Peggy wrote the fucking thing where they funded it. Okay. She goes all around the country working these cold files for missing and exploited missing girls. You know what I mean? And she is like a detective, literally. And fucking
so why did you even
me and her? She has access to fucking federal fucking. You know, she can pull it up on her phone and be like, "This, what the fuck?" I'm telling you, she's like a private investigator.
Did you tell her about this?
Yes,
morning?
we did it. I'm telling you the story. Okay, me and her researched And we did this data analysis, and we located the missing person who I believe was the person. We found the missing person who I thought he murdered.